Debbie Nigro, Chief Executive Girlfriend, FirstWivesWorld.com. The kids in a blended family having to get along well. We're going to help you with that. Debra Burrell, Clinical Social Worker, is here to talk about 3 tips that will help your kids deal with new siblings. Welcome, Debra.
Yes, welcome. Thank you.
Somebody has to talk about this. It's tough having a new kid come in your house. Now you're sharing time, you're sharing affection, you're sharing money, you're sharing space. It's like, hey, who are these people?
And you may also lose your birth order.
Yes.
If you were the oldest, if you were the youngest. There's all kinds of changes that occur when there's new children to have to deal with.
Okay, so kids pick up with parents. Feel, say, don't say, snide about. So it's all about the parents giving the signals properly to begin with, right?
It's all about the parents giving the signals properly. And I think what parents need to really know is to appreciate the fact of just how disrupted their lives have been. Because if the children start to complain, their tendency may be to commiserate with their children. And that's probably one of the worst things that they could do. What they need to do is to continue to create a sense of security and safety for their children.
This seems to be probably one of the hardest topics to address when divorce creates a new family life. And children, I imagine on a 1 to 10, you can tell me better, have high anxiety about this. Did you say
it's justifiable.
Yeah.
Their world has changed.
Yeah.
Their world has changed. They're not sure what status they have. They don't know what the future holds. Vacations and holidays and times as they knew it has changed. And it's changed for the biological parents as well.
You had a wonderful suggestion on how to help kids who may be feeling the other kids have more financially than them, or getting more. Maybe the other person, their lifestyle was different. Your suggestion about creating I don't know
non-material
events and ways to show up. Explain that.
Well, you know, whenever there's going to be a divorce, there's going to be one parent that has more money, and it's the other parent with less money that will feel that stress, that strain, that less than. And the best thing that you can do is move out of that material arena and look for things like, yeah, but who makes the best pancakes? Or don't I know the most fun place I can take you to? And things like that continue to keep the bond going, whether they can afford the latest toys or not, is going to be what children remember.
However, speak to sneakers as just an example.
Sneakers.
Sneakers. You know, the hottest, latest sneakers. One kid has it, the other kid doesn't have those sneakers. What are we doing here?
If you try to chase keeping up with other families, you're going to end up in financial debt. And the most you can do is to be responsible with what you can afford, what you can do, and then deliver on that.
I think, though, if you've blended a family and you want the kids to feel like they belong together, shouldn't the parents figure out some way to make it financially equal? If you're going to give one to one, give it to the other? No?
Well, if you're talking about giving to the children that are in one family, then yes, you want them all to be subject to the same rules and regulations. And if someone does this, yeah, absolutely. I was thinking more of when there are new siblings that one parent has, and it's in a different family where there is an imbalance.
It's going to be an ongoing theme of adjusting and negotiating and figuring it out.
It's always an ongoing theme of adjusting when your sense of security is at risk. And when your sense of security is at risk, your anxiety is high, whether you're the parent or the child. And when a parent can support the child with realistic and honest statements, then I think that will give the child the sense of security they need.
Honest, like you can't have another 20.
Yeah.
Back off.
Well, that could be.
The final thing is, don't force the issue. Let relationships develop at their own speed between the kids. They'll find their way or not.
That's correct, and that's really the best thing you can do. You take little steps. That advice has been applied towards a lot of different things, and it can be applied towards here too. Little steps to get people together, to get children together. If they don't like it, they don't like it. The value is the more they're able to maybe form a bond as they go through life. their step siblings have extended their sense of family.
Nice.
And there's this whole other world that they can be a part of
Very
if
nice.
it works.
Very nice when it works. And you should know that there's a website you can go to that really just addresses this, which is Debra, stopyourfighting.com. You can also hear from Debra Burrell, clinical social worker, right here at firstwivesworld.com. Thank you, Debra.
Thank you.
Very key topic. Thank you.
Yeah.